Chandu the Magician. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The makers of White King Soap present for your enjoyment Chandu the Magician. Today, Chandu, master of illusion, offers you one of his mysterious and amazing tricks. Chandu calls this trick the Assyrian money changer, and it changes pennies into dimes. You want this trick? Want to mystify and entertain your friends? Want to be a magician just like Chandu? All right. Get that White King box top, send it with a quarter straight to Chandu, Los Angeles 21, and receive your first Chandu magic trick by return mail. What fun you'll have saying, "See this penny? I lay the penny on the table. Now I cover the penny with the mystic ruby block. So coot, I say. Then remove the block, and the penny's gone. Now it's a silver dime." The trick is easy. So easy a child can do it, but it is clever. So clever it is very hard to detect. Start your collection of magic tricks right now with Chandu's Assyrian money changer. Just send 25 cents in coin and a White King Soap box top to Chandu, Los Angeles 21. Be sure to print your name and address plainly. Despite the death of the sinister Roxor, the secret inner council of which Frank Chandler is a member has learned that Roxor's plan to rule the world is still going relentlessly on. Under Jan Metzos, its foreign minister, already a small Balkan country has been taken over as a gateway to the east. But Chandler knows Metzos is under orders from beyond the border, and he has come to the Balkans to unmask Metzos' chief and defeat the deadly plan. Now Chandler has discovered the presence of Vicente Gomez, an unsavory intelligence agent, and plans to baffle the plotters by sending Gomez away with the gypsy tribe. Meanwhile, looking into the crystal, Chandler and Dorothy see Jan Metzos and Dmitri plotting the death of young Nicholas, formerly the crown prince. But Chandler does not know that Dmitri, a master of black magic, plans to cast a dark enchantment on the regents one by one, and that Bob has already fallen under the spell. Now, just as Dmitri leaves, the sound of horses' hoofs is heard in the courtyard of the castle. Chandu the Magician.
It's Betty and Bob. Good heavens, who's that with them?
Why, it's Lupu. Hello there.
Chandu! Oh, Dmitri, I'm sorry you're going just when we get home.
Yeah. We'll see you later, though. Boy, are we drowned.
Come in, quick.
Well, I'm glad to see you, Lupu.
Almost I thought I would not find you, Chandu.
Mother, did you think we were lost? We rode up the hill in a gypsy wagon.
Yeah. We thought Lupu was chasing us all over Lvova.
Didn't you know him? You saw him that night in the cafe in Paris with the gypsy girl.
But the rain was coming down in buckets, Uncle Frank, and it was so dark, and he just kept following us around corners.
Never mind now, dear. You and Bob go up and get some dry clothes on your soap.
Okay. Was Dmitri sore because you wouldn't let me go riding with him the other day?
He didn't say anything about it.
Oh, I wish we'd been here. I know you don't like him, Mother, but I think he's fascinating. He told me that...
Betty, go and change your clothes, dear. You too, Bob.
I'm going, Mother.
I'll find you something to put on, Lupu, while your clothes dry.
Oh, you think a gypsy must change his clothes because rain falls on his head? I will sit by the fire, Chandu.
Oh, but this room's always cold, in spite of the fire.
This castle is cold with black secrets and with fear.
What?
Ramani knows. Ali. I am sorry I frightened them, Pani. I thought the young ones were running away from the rain, not from me. And I did not know how to find you, Chandu. When I saw them,
Well, didn't you get my letter in Paris? I sent it to the cafe.
Nay, it did not come.
Or someone else took it.
It may be. Marco Pravati was often there. But you had told me to come here, so I came. Over the Ramani Road.
Frank, It was Marco we saw that night.
So you know him, the black-hearted devil.
He went all the way to my sister's home in California to steal some papers from her husband.
Jerusalema. If I had known that, I would have taken them from him at the point of my knife.
But he didn't get them, Lupu. They weren't there.
But my husband recognized him, and Marco disappeared.
Dobra. I will kill him when I see him again.
No, Lupu. We'll talk about Marco later. Tell me, have you another horse with you?
No, Chandu, no, a fine horse. I have won it from the blacksmith in a small town last night.
I can imagine how.
No, it was a wager. He said he could drink more wine than I. I laughed at him. We sat all night at the inn drinking pitchers of wine. And this morning, he could no longer drink. So now I have his horse. It is yours, Chandu.
Well, thank you, but I don't want it for myself.
Ale, Chandu?
I want you to take a man along with you and your tribe. And keep him away until you come back in the spring.
You have discovered the man with the scar on his hand.
No, not yet. This man's come here to work for Dmitri.
So may his bones turn to water and his tongue to hornets.
I'll be satisfied to see him just out of the way. Let's get some of your clothes out of the wagon for him.
Oh, Frank, don't take Lupo out in the rain again. He's just getting dry.
Needs, Pani. Where is this man, Chandu?
In a small room at the back of the castle. Tied up and gagged, just in case. Come along, Lupu. Now, Gomez, you're going to vanish as if the earth had swallowed you.
You will be more strong after the winter in gypsy camps, Gomez.
Here, give me the jacket, Lupu.
You see, Gomez, a fine, bright jacket. Beautiful green trousers. Even boots.
Yeah, that's it, Lupu. Tell me, do you know how to ride, Gomez? I take it you don't. Well, you'll learn. Open the door, Lupu. Metsos and Dmitri will never know what happened to you, Gomez.
Tostachi, Rado. Tostachi. I am sorry to ask you to carry this great pig. Up, Gomez. Gee, what a gypsy.
Tell your people not to lose sight of him for a moment.
Proceed. He will not be seen in this country again.
But you come back here as soon as you can. I'll need you.
I will come soon, Chandu.
Good. However this thing ends, we've won the first round. Good luck, Lupu. Nashledanu.
Despuye, Chandu.
Frank, is that you?
Yes, now. Don't worry. Gomez is gone.
What on earth is all that?
Books from the old library. I want to know what they were looking for.
Who?
Well, the man Betty saw in the attic, for one. And you know there were books and papers all over that library floor when we first went in.
Maybe he found it, whatever he was looking for.
I don't think so. Or he wouldn't have gone up to the attics.
He hasn't been back, though. Frank, tell me. Are you sure Roxor really did fall into that well?
Roxor? Why, Dot, I wasn't 6 feet away when it happened. He was running after Robert, and he just didn't see that cover had been taken off the well. Why did you ask that?
Because, well, one after another his men keep appearing here. Even Dmitri said something about Roxor.
Well, Roxor had men all over the world. You know that, Dot. And as Gomez said, a man must live.
Just the same,
For Pete's sake, Uncle Frank, what are you doing?
I'm just going through these books. If I don't find anything, we'll bring in some more.
Can't we help? What are you looking for?
I don't know, but... Well, here's something they missed.
American currency.
Yes, and it's been here a long time. It's the old size.
How much is it?
About $500. Left for a man who never came to get it.
Uncle Frank, isn't that what that man was looking for in the attic?
He was looking for something more important than money. I'll recognize it when I see it.
You look so strange, Frank.
And there's something about this money. A feeling of mortal terror. As if a man had sat in that room and looked into the eyes of death.
Holy Moses.
I'm sorry. If half of what Gomez told me about this castle is true, it's not surprising that money's associated with death here.
You looked as if you were seeing even worse things.
Well, Oh, Uncle Frank, look. Here's a book with a picture of this castle right in the front. Look.
Let's see. The castle now called Sistova. Erected on the site of an ancient pagan temple by Ivan the First.
Oh, don't read it, Frank. Put it down.
Mom, why do you care what was here before? This castle's 600 or 700 years old.
I don't want to hear about it. Please, Frank.
All right, Dad. I'll look at it later. Well, let's see some of the others.
Well, here's one called A Brief Balkan History. That ought to be harmless enough. Hey, it won't open.
Oh, Bob, who ever heard of
Well,
a
shake
book?
it, Bob.
Huh? Hey, it rattles.
Oh, it's a box. Let me have it.
Oh, isn't this fun? Maybe it's something that was put in there hundreds of years ago, and we'll be the first people to see it.
Can you get it open?
Yes, I can slide my knife along under the cover. By George, we found it. They were in such a hurry, they missed it.
What is it?
It's supposed to go with the map we found in the attic. It's a detailed plan of the castle.
Does it show that underground room?
What underground room, Mother?
Whoever that is, don't say anything about finding this plan.
Go to the door, Bob. It takes Lugos 10 minutes to get there.
I'm closer. I'll go. Oh, hello.
From Mr. Mason.
For my uncle. Won't you come in?
I will wait for him in the carriage.
Well, I'll give it to him right away. It's a letter from Mr. Mason, he said.
Oh, thank you, Betty.
I hope his wife's not worse.
It doesn't say. It just says, I have some very disquieting information. Please come down to the consulate at once.
Would you like to be a magician? Would you like to mystify your friends with magic tricks? Chandu the Magician has a magic trick for you. Chandu calls it the Assyrian money changer. It changes pennies into dimes. And we'll send it to you for just 25 cents and a White King box top. This trick is fascinating. Listen. You lay a penny on the table. Cover the penny with the mystic ruby block. So coot, you say. Then remove the block. Now the penny's gone, and instead you see a bright, shining silver dime. Wonderful, isn't it? And it's so simple, you can do it not once, but again and again and again. Your friends will never catch on. Now, to get Chandu's Assyrian money changer, just mail 25 cents in coin and the top from a box of White King soap to Chandu, Los Angeles 21, California. That's Chandu, Los Angeles 21. And remember, nothing washes like soap. There is no soap like White King. You'll love White King. Chandu the Magician is presented for your enjoyment every weekday evening. Frank Chandler is played by Tom Collins. The makers of White King invite you to listen tomorrow at this time when the story resumes. Chandu the Magician. This is the Mutual Don Lee Broadcasting System.